How's it going, everybody? My name's Eric, and in this video we're going to be talking about a new printer. I just ordered it off of Amazon. The printer is $179.75, which is a really random number, but it puts it cheaper than the Rollo printer. The UPS guy literally just knocked on my door and dropped this off. I'm going to do an unboxing, initial impressions, and setup of this printer. And interestingly enough, it's from the company that supplies Rollo. And Beeprt is starting to sell printers themselves on Amazon, which I believe will cut some costs for the consumer, because rather than selling them to another company such as Rollo or another private label company, they are selling them directly themselves on Amazon, which will cut some costs. So the cool thing about this printer is it's a thermal printer and it's got an Ethernet port. So I should be able to network it, which is actually a feature that Rollo does not have on their printer. Their USB you can only use with one computer at a time. So that's an added feature to this for the same cost. So I might actually start recommending a printer like this instead of the Rollo. Put a big smile on my face, Amazon. Let's open this up. We got our standard Amazon Prime box because this was sent from an Amazon warehouse. Oh my gosh, they call it the Reliable Label Printe. The box is bigger than the Rollo box. It's bigger than some of the other printer boxes that I have. Mini DVD CD driver. We're not gonna use this because we're gonna just download a driver from the internet. We get a USB cable. This is our power supply. And then here is our printer. We got a front feed button. We got our lifters. We got our power in, our USB in, and then Ethernet port. That is what makes this printer pretty solid value for the same price as a Rollo. Is you get this added functionality. It is open in the back right here. You still use a 3-inch core, suspend it and feed it through the back, or the fan fold labels. Here on the bottom we got our little risers, and it looks like ventilation. We got a power switch and our window to see if we are low or out of labels. There is a spool. Don't lose the spool. Well, even if you lost the spool, you could probably use just a chopstick. Yeah, you could just use a chopstick if you lost the spool. There is their little test print. There's our roller. There's our sensor. Here's our feed guides. Here's our thermal print head up here. And then some more rolly things. It does have some instructions in the back. They're all in Chinese. And that's all that's in the box. You get no paper instructions at all. You're gonna need a video, and I'll have to come out with some tutorials on this in the future. That is the printer. Printer is plugged in, turned on. Some labels are loaded, and it's giving me a red light. There are no instructions in English right now, so I'm gonna try to figure out how to calibrate this thing. Maybe I have to hold this down. Okay, that was easy. So that's already one thing off the bat you're gonna have to do, is calibrate the printer. It does not come calibrated, which is something that the company could work on, because most people are gonna use it with a 4x6 thermal shipping label, at least in America. That's probably what you're gonna buy this for. If they pre-calibrated it to 4x6, that would just make the customer experience a little bit better. I'm gonna plug in an Ethernet cord to my router and to the printer. All right, looks like I plugged it in. Green and amber lights blinking. It took a little bit of setting up, but I was able to get this on a Ethernet network. You can see my Ethernet cable. You can see my Ethernet cable right there for a Windows computer. No cords, plugged in, and I can print a test label perfectly fine. I was also able to get it working on Mac with USB. I was not able to get it networked with Mac. That might be something that a network professional could teach me, but it does indeed work with Mac. So pretty much what we have here is something with equivalence of a Rollo. I was a little worried about these plastic teeth, but they seem to rip paper perfectly fine. I will have to make a tutorial on how to set this up with Windows and also how to set this up with Mac, so there is no confusion. The networking on Windows was a little bit complicated if you don't know what you're doing, but it wasn't too bad at all. But yeah, I'm actually gonna probably start recommending this instead of the Rollo, because ability to feed fan fold through the back, or you can put a 1-inch core of 4x6 inside it like that. I honestly just like these designs of printer better. That is the printer, Beeprt BY-244. And if you have any questions about this printer, let me know in the comments section. I would say it's equivalent to the Rollo, except for it's cheaper and you can network it with Windows. So that's just like an added feature. You can use USB, Mac or PC, just like the Rollo, or you can network it for multiple Windows computer, which in my eyes makes it a better printer. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions about the printer, let me know in the comment section and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.